Hello everyone and welcome to 2019. We've got a lot of stuff planned for this year on this channel and we'll give you a summary of that once Dave finally finishes that video. Where's the video, Dave?
I'm working really hard on it.
It's winter day. People want to see motorbikes in winter when they can't ride them. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere and, then you can ride your bike because it's summer there.
Stop bugging me every month about it.
Oh, have you been working hard on it? Okay. No, that's fine. I believe you. Get your motorbike news in a pleasant way. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Jumping in with our first story for the day, Brexit. It's hurting motorcycling. To be more specific, it's hurting the recovery of motorcycles. Now I'm sure we've all seen those horrendous videos on YouTube where a perfectly secured motorcycle is stolen in 10 seconds or less. And if you live in the UK, this is a sad reality for you. Most owners in these situations rely on GPS tracking to hopefully recover their bike. But if Brexit happens in March of this year, this extra layer of protection could be impacted. Many car and motorcycle tracking systems make use of Galileo, Europe's global navigation satellite system. When combined with GPS, this adds an extra layer of accuracy and reliability. If the UK leaves the European Union without a deal, it's possible companies in the UK will lose access to the Galileo signal, thus reducing the accuracy of devices that accept this signal. In the case of vehicles with reduced signal strength, such as a bike in the back of a van or hidden in a lockup, this could be the difference between receiving a weak signal or none at all.
Why are you talking funny? Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick. This is how I talk.
I don't want to get sick.
No, you're not gonna get sick. This is just how I usually talk. I'm not, no. Andrew Conrick of Biketrack commented, "While we're aware of such concerns, Biketrack is not affected by the situation as we are not married to the signal from the Galileo project." So, if you're a UK citizen that uses a GPS service to keep your beautiful baby bike safe, my advice for you is to call your tracking company the day after Brexit happens, the date when you decide you no longer want to be part of Europe because you're bored, and make sure your signal is as accurate as before. Now on to more sad news. Harley Davidson is recalling almost 240,000 bikes worldwide. The voluntary safety recall includes all model year 2017 and 2018 touring, trike and CVO touring models, as well as some 2017 Softails. All this is due to a hydraulic clutch assembly issue. This will allegedly cost Harley Davidson around $35 million. And this is not the first time the company has had recalls involving clutches. Specifically, in 2016, Harley recalled more than 27,000 bikes. In 2015, they recalled 46,000 bikes. And in 2013, they recalled approximately 25,000 motorcycles. Harley said US motorcycle sales continue to fall in its most recent quarter, but overall profit jumped. Probably because they use such cheap clutches, eh, Dave? Now on to happier news. Tesla is looking out for the well-being of motorcyclists everywhere. In the latest version of its autopilot software, version 9, the car can now clearly recognize motorcycles even when lane splitting or riding erratically, as seen in this video. This is achieved with the help of artificial intelligence, and although far from perfect, it shows great promise. In cases where cameras have missed the bikes, the ultrasonic sensors still pick them up, which would result in an audible warning if the driver had put on an indicator or attempted to change lanes. Considering how difficult some drivers find spotting bikes, the fact that a computer manages this is incredibly impressive. And onto our last story, BMW has been flexing its German engineering muscles at CES this year. The Bavarian motorcycle manufacturer has shown off its self-riding 1200GS again. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the point of buying an expensive motorcycle and having the thing ride out of your garage and go on its own adventures? Taking its own little photos, taking its friends along? Well, the point is safety. Advances such as ABS and traction control have trickled down from cars to bikes decades after becoming standard on cars. BMW wants to close this gap and its self-riding 1200GS will help them do that. We can shift gears, or we can steer the bike, but the fully automatic motorcycle is not our goal. This is about development, and if we can create a bike that can cope with all riding tasks, we can offer it as an assistance system for the rider, said BMW's active motorcycle safety expert Stefan Hans. Safety is one of the main things that stop people riding motorcycles. If we look at the last 20 years, deaths in cars have gone down by 73%, while deaths on bikes have only gone down by 38%. That's half. The systems for normal riders don't always have to take over. Just make a reaction that would allow the rider to take action. A good example would be a rider looking at a view who doesn't see a curve coming up. We've all been caught out by this before in one way or another. A blip on the brake or a throttle could be enough to get the rider's attention and for him to take control. In the future, BMW claimed that direct intervention will also save lives. BMW also stated that knowing how many people crash when they think they cannot get around a corner, even if the bike is capable of much more, that they'll be able to help with that by reducing engine torque or increasing the lean angle so the bike can actually take the corner safely. No timeline is given yet for any of these systems, but in the next couple of years we should see bikes from BMW with road monitoring systems and some minor dynamic inputs. That's the show, everybody. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing if you've learned something, and I'll see you on the next one.